consequences.
Yeah.
The president characterized the January 6th attack as an armed insurrection, and of course he blamed former President Trump for inciting the insurrection. No one has been charged for insurrection, which is a specific crime. Does the president want the Justice Department to press charges of insurrection against Trump or anyone else?
The President wants the Justice Department and the Attorney General to act independently, as the Attorney General demanded when he accepted the job, and as the President expected and demanded from any Attorney General he was going to select.
So, I mean, you can leave the decision-making to the Justice Department and the Attorney General, but this, I mean, he did characterize the attack today as a specific kind of crime. That is his view.
He was not making a judgment about or a direction of what the Justice Department should do or how they should behave or act, and I don't think that the Justice Department or the Attorney General sees that he did either. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Jen. Looking ahead again to Tuesday's speech in Atlanta, how will President Biden's case for voting rights legislation be any different than the many arguments we've heard him make before in favor of that legislation?
Well, he has made many arguments in favor of voting rights legislation before. Now, he is going to be delivering this speech at a time where it is going to be under active discussion and debate in the Senate, which is an important component, and in the week leading up to Martin Luther King Day, which is an important moment to remember and recognize many of the sacrifices that important leaders in our history have made. I will say he's going to Georgia because Georgia is one of the many states where corrupt acts on the constitutional right to vote and the integrity of elections have taken place based on the big lie. It was also pivotal to the civil rights movement. It's important to underline that while these un-American efforts are being driven by the big lie, they're also in line with some of the worst episodes of the past. But what I think you will hear him say, and the Vice President, of course, talk about as well, is about the urgent need to pass legislation to protect the constitutional right to vote and the integrity of our elections. He'll talk about the specifics, and he's very focused on people in the country understanding and knowing what is in this legislation. Why is it so important to pass these pieces of legislation? What is at risk? What needs to be protected? And I think you'll hear him talk about that. And he also wants to, of course, restore the Senate working, which is not happening right now, as is evidenced by the fact that they have blocked even the ability to vote on voting rights legislation 4 times. So he'll outline all of that, but he will make a passionate case, as he has made, as you said, in the past, for why we need to move forward with voting rights legislation.
Earlier in the briefing, you referenced, I think it was on ABC, an interview that President Biden had before New Year's, in which he said he was open for Senate rule changes to the filibuster. You pointing that out, are you indicating that he will be bringing up the filibuster and Senate rules during this speech on Tuesday?
I don't have any more to preview the speech, but I expect he will continue to talk about what he's willing to support and do should that be needed to move voting rights legislation forward.
Just looking